Oh, it's Do You Hear Me? Me, Nico Williams. Ooh, coming at you on a Monday as I always love to do because I love you. Ooh. And that's how I feel sometimes when I do this show. And I'm not, that's how I feel on the inside. But of course, I give you this. Welcome to another episode of Do You Hear Me with you, Nico Williams. It's a very special episode. I just got to pull up because today is, first and foremost, I got to do all the cool stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. You know what you need to do. Like, subscribe, and all that. Don't forget about Baller Friday. That's right. But today is a very special day. Is the start of Mental Health Month. This is a very, they feel like you got a month for everything now, and there's some things that's wild, and there's some things that, like, man, we only got 12 shots at this, so I'm glad that they decided to use it on this one. Um, but yeah, mental health. For instance, today is actually a rainy day. That's I got my hoodie and I got my coat on and all that stuff. But this was a rainy day, but that's what I use. And y'all probably seen the meme. I actually got it from her because I was trying. There's a meme of a little girl. Talking about they got some kind of system. Go put a cloud on the board. You're gonna have a rainy day. And so that's where I, in a sense, got that from. I wanted to, when I am having a rainy day, I kind of think of that video. Um, you know, when I'm down in the dumps, and for what a lot of times I don't even know why I'm sad. Like, I just get sad out of nowhere and just be like, man, just start crying out of nowhere and all that stuff. And there probably is an answer for that. And I probably have the answer for that, to be honest. I think I have it figured out. But that's been my problem is I feel a certain way, and I think that I can figure it out. I'll tell you all a story, and again, this is, I got the number down here, 988. That is for the crisis hotline. If you're just not feeling right, you ain't feeling like yourself, you feel like you're gonna do something to yourself, something like that, man, hit up 988. It's like 911. Hit it up, man. Hit that up. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. I'll change it. I apologize for that. But you know, I've always been the type I've always, everybody says I'm so positive, I'm so this, I'm so that, and I try to be. And so, people always get good feedback when I'm good for a speech or two. I ain't gonna lie. I learned from the best: Goku, Naruto, you name them. But also just being one, just being one to be positive, and just got good way with words. That's my gift in life, I suppose. But um, I've been in situations where, I've given those speeches and they worked, but then when things get a little bit closer to home, such as maybe a significant other, maybe maybe the woman you love, maybe the man that you love, and you trying your best to push them and do all that. Sometimes you can push them too hard. And but the thing is, what I learned was, well, what my ideal was, come on, you can change how you feel. You feeling down the dumps. You can just change how you feel. It's a mindset. I'm here to tell y'all it's not. It's really not. And I had to learn that the hard way. I learned that the hard way. Um, I'll never forget, I had a significant other, and every now and then she'd just be all sad and shit. I'm like, man, why are you always all sad and shit, man? I don't understand. Talk your way out of it, man. You can do it. You know how great you are. You know how good you are. You know what I mean? Why would I be with you? You good. And um the day I first had the day I had my first anxiety attack, I couldn't believe it. And this is, after, in a sense, had been going kind of hard on her, like, come on, man, you got this, this, that whole thing. And um I had my first anxiety attack, and I was like trying to talk myself out of it. And I found myself having to say, I can't do this. Like, I stopped, and I really can't do this. I don't know what's wrong with me. And, like, I'm driving and shit, but I'm like, I can't do this. And when I say I can't do this, it's not that I couldn't I couldn't live any longer. It was the action that I was doing at the time, which was driving, was like, I can't do this like without anybody getting hurt, man. You know what I mean? That's my first anxiety attack. And then after that, things will happen in my life and I find myself just sitting chilling, start crying. Now, mind you, a lot of this, it was a buildup of a lot of trauma that was in my life, honestly. But um, this happened. This happened a few months after my dad had passed away, and that was like one of my first major, like that's my dad. You know what I mean? And so ever since then, like things started like piling on. I'm losing a brother. I'm losing an aunt. I'm losing my grandparents. My maternal. I'm sorry, my paternal grandparents. I'm losing nephews. Like things kept on piling on that I had never been accustomed to, and I would have these anxiety attacks. Um, I would just start crying out of nowhere, and I'd be right there saying, "Man, talk, Joe. You can do this." That my inner voice is, "Joe, you can get up, man. You all right? Come on, man, get up." You think about your homies, and like, "Oh, he must be tripping about that girl over there." Oh, you thinking about, like I could not control how I felt. It wasn't no like, man, you just get up and just man, just get up and move on. Man, it's just all right, man. You a good brother. You can always bounce back. I know I can, but I can't control how I'm feeling right now, though. I have all the assets that you could possibly need. I'm not a millionaire or nothing like that, but I'm well to do. I got I'm employed. I get to do my favorite thing whenever I want to, which is holler and talk to y'all. I'm quite handsome. I I have a lot of things going for me. What's the point? Why am I just crying and being sad? Don't know. Don't know. So all that whole time, and I was being hard, and I'll never forget that. That how I used to be a little too hard on people that that were I didn't understand. But I thought it was a choice to be happy. It's a choice to. It's not a choice in the moment, but it can be a choice to find that road to happiness. You know what I mean? That's a choice. That's a real life choice. You could choose to fix the problem, or you could choose to find better ways to work through what you're working through. So that's where I'm at, man. Mental health is very important, and I just want to give y'all some tips because I actually last week I was in a depressive state. For what reason? I don't know. I had a good time. I went to a dinner, um, and I was cool. And I got home from that dinner, started crying. I went to a barbecue a couple weeks ago, with some of my family members. Went to the car, started crying. Don't know. Don't know. Um, but here's some things that you can do to help you boost your mental health. There's some stuff that we get this from Mental Health America. You can give them a call at 800-969-6642. That's right. Mental Health America, give them a call, toll free, 800-969-6642. But they have a lot of ways that can help boost your mental health. So they say, try tracking your gratitude and achievement with the journal. Include three things you're grateful for, and three things that you were able to accomplish each day. Try and keep track of it. Buy a book. I went to work on time. I came back from lunch on time. I got a award at work. Write it down. Write it down. Keep track of that because it's easy for our minds to get so caught up in everything else that we forget some of the great things that we do every day. They also say some of y'all out there gonna like this. Start your day with a cup of coffee. Coffee consumption is linked to lower rates of depression. If you can't drink coffee because of the caffeine, try another good for you drink like green tea. So, I know it's a lot of coffee drinkers out there. Give it a shot. If coffee's not for you, they got 31 different ways. I'm gonna put the link in the description. So don't worry about that. I'm just giving out a few. Work your strengths. Do something you're good at to build self-confidence. Man, try something different. Some people, Like me, I'm good at a few things. But, you know, you can be good at maybe you really good at Madden. Go play Madden, feel good, and then, maybe try something different. But do the things that make you happy. Maybe set up a getaway. It could be camping with friends or trips to the tropics. The act of planning vacation and having something to look forward to can boost your overall happiness for up to 8 weeks. That's what they said. Now they said they pinned it down. They said it's 8. They let y'all have it, bitch. They said it's gonna be 8 weeks. That's it. But next up, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Now, that came from Martin Luther King Jr. Think of something in your life you want to improve and figure out what you can do to take a step in the right direction. So for me, I want to improve. I want to improve how I can get out to more people. I want to improve how how I can continue making the world a little bit better. So, what's the first thing I can do? The first thing I can do is turn this doggone computer on. Do you hear me? That's something I can do. I can turn this computer on, I can hook up this mic, I can look for stories, and I can put one show on today. Even if it's just for 12 minutes, I can just put me a show on real quick. I can do that, right? That's a step in the right direction. Now it might not be one that go for a million views that day, but it's a step towards that one video that's gonna pop off. It's that one step towards you getting that bag. That's it. Cause we appreciate y'all. Uh Experiment with a new recipe. Write a poem. Paint. Try a Pinterest project. Do something different. Get up off that bed. I tell you what, I did have me. I had that was a part of my problem too. I get in a depressive state. Last week I did it, but I felt much better coming out of it. But I sat up in the bed. I did the bare minimum at work. You know what I mean? I did what I had to do, and but I did it to a high standard. Don't get it twisted. But whereas me in a good place, I would go above and beyond and do extra things like put some extra bells and whistles, some things like that. But get up, try something different. Can't just sit there and lay down. My grandma tell me this all the time. She said, "Now, Joseph, you can't just lay there and die. Because what's that gonna do? I get up every single time. Show some love to someone in your life. Close quality relationships are key for a happy, healthy life. It's just man, bro, I appreciate you, man. I just want you to know my boy, he gonna be on the show. He gonna be on the show soon. He called hit me up as my boy Kate. Man, we set up on the phone. I make him laugh and giggle. You know what I mean? And we laugh. He makes me laugh and giggle too. We kiki all the time. We are both the high highs when it come to that. But we call and talking. Like man, you funny, man. I appreciate you. That lifts you up, man. It's the little things. So I'm gonna leave the link down here. Y'all can read the rest of them. Hold on. Uh, there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. Now that came from Miss Maya Angelou. If you have personal experience with mental illness or recovery, share on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. With mental illness feels like check out what other people are saying. They got a link for that too. So that I'm just saying that's why I tell y'all my story all the time. My battle, I always think I got it because I'm in a good place today. I feel great, but it creep up on you at the worst time. Set up a date or something, you don't want to go. You set up, you you looking at your phone, you want to do some stuff with your homies, but nah, you don't want to go. It just hit you out of nowhere. But today, I go anywhere. You know what I mean? But that's I share my story to let y'all know this where I'm coming from. I'm a personality, if you will. And that's how I speak. That's what I do. That's my thing. That's what I do. This is what I do. And telling stories and just telling my story, it makes me feel better just speaking to y'all today about this. Because this is how it is. It's what it's like to have mental health issues. And people that are around people that they love. I got a much better story for y'all, and I'll keep it for another time as to what brought who Unico Williams is, if that makes sense, as opposed to Joseph. I'll tell you how we got to that character. But yeah, just man, call somebody, let somebody know you need them. That's all you got to do. Tell your story. But I'm gonna leave a link in the description of where you can go to get some help or things you can do to make you feel better, to make you feel a little bit more about yourself. And if it's getting that deep, 988 That's the number to call. All right.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.